Well, let's go have it. So you are so vain that you thought those 11 hours was about you. You so vain. You think those 11 hours was about you. You so vain. You think that these 11 hours was about you, about you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So you said I made 11-hour live stream about you. Well, let me help you out real quick. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Before I go in, let me say this to good morning to the lovely lady. What's going on, Miss Sunkiss? So anyway, so Don, you said I made 11-hour video about you. All right. You said I only drag you for what 30, 45 minutes at least at the minimum, maybe an hour and a half at the most. At the most, will be an hour and 30 minutes, but people start coming in on my live stream, want to talk about something else, because there was other issues that was getting on my nerves. Well, get on their nerves as well. See, stop acting like people was talking about you for 11 hours. We was talking about other issues as well. See, that tells me you don't pay attention, do you, Don Gordito? You made 11 hours of live stream about me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I made 11 hours live stream. Yes, I did. But it wasn't fully about you, even though you was in the title of the live stream. You was not the main focus of the live stream because people was asking me, can you go more than 10 hours? Which I almost went with the 12 hours. If I wasn't sleepy, I would have went to 12 hours. And that was a record and how many on my I never had done over a 10-hour live stream. I think the last time I did a 10-hour live stream, it was me, curious, and pure butterfly spirit about when was that? 2015? 2000, yeah, it was 2015, 2006, 16. It was me, curious, and pure butterfly spirit. That was like one of the longest live streams I have ever have done. But since I put your name in the title, you thought I was talking about you day in, minute by minute for 11 hours. See, Don, you don't want to talk about the times you keep doing the interfering. Big J, why you uh, Big J? I'm not going to sit there and if you don't want me to troll you, then stop talking about me. Well, the reason I'm talking about you because you keep playing interference. Let's use AJ and seeing red for a minute. Instead of allowing me to address AJ and seeing red about his numerous times talking about he want to put hands on women, you should have just shut the fuck up and let it go. But the thing though, you didn't do it. You decided, and when I talk about AJ's intelligence, because he doesn't have any, you try and sit there and talk about, oh, well, he got kids and he educated his kids. That's why his kids went through this college. I'm like, dude, what does his kids got to do with this conversation? You see, and the reason why you brought his child up into the conversation is to make him get all upset and make it about him personally and try and put this illusion that I was attacking his kids when I never even brought up his child up. There was a reason why you brought up his child up in that conversation. That's why when I use the Ronald Reagan, Gerald Ford video to prove a point that just because your child might be smart doesn't mean that the parent is. Because there's a whole lot of parents who are dumb as fuck and their children is smart. There are a whole lot of um, drug dealers that have children that are successful, and vice versa. So that whole argument you try to use me that oh boy is smart, that's a see you did that as a way to deflect from old boys red pill raging and to deflect from what old boy was doing for the past 5 6 years, making threats to women, talking about though this woman, red pill raging on a woman, like when Mocha was trying to sell glasses, Mocha over there trying to sell tumblers and cups and shit, only to get him to get the acting a plum fool. Something wrong with instead of you worrying about what's wrong with me, you need to talk about them niggas who's wrong with them. But shit, see things you won't do that. That's why I said what I said yesterday. And I stand on what I said. See, because you make excuses for their bad behavior. Well, BJ, stop tagging me. Okay, but no, you was the one that tagged me about the newspaper article. You worry about people tagging you. No, no, you tagging about some stupid ass newspaper article that I'm not even paying attention to. Because you talking about fuck a blue paper, fuck a white paper concerning that fool over there. I don't care about that. That wasn't even on the. That's not even what I was talking about. About showing your work. No, show your work. When I say show your work, I'm talking about have you research the topic before you come on YouTube and speak. And that's why Kevin Kelly had that video on his channel of me and old boy going back and forth because old boy don't understand. For somebody who's supposed to be 50 years old and somebody supposed to serve in the United States military, you supposed to know some things. You damn well know the migrants. I'm gonna use this as an example. You know why how the migrants got here it got here in this country. Well, what your boy over there, he wants to does the whole Republican talking points. The Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative talking points. Some of us who actually research things, we're not going by what social media tells us. Your boy who likes a red pill rage, he's one of these guys that follow Obsidian, who follow Anger Man, he follow uh, Just Pearly Things, who's a follower. And there's one thing, I'm glad he finally made a video to me because he did something that I told him he gonna have to do for me to take him seriously. There's one thing he did in that video that I got him to do, that I told him to do, and he finally done it. But I ain't gonna tell you what it is though. I let you figure it out. Cause he finally did it. Maybe if he mature because he's 49, 50 years old, maybe he needs to mature a little bit more so people can take his ass seriously. Since so he wants to hang around with the governor and the mayor and all that foolishness he keep on trying to talk trying to be. You got to talk right. You got to act right. And he finally did it. Then he gonna make a video talking about, oh, Big J, oh, you are what's he call it? You not at my level. No, nigga, how the way you talk, the way you talk, nigga, the way your boy talk, Don, the way your boy talked though, he looked like, man, he never came out of he came out of adolescence. It looked like he never came out of middle school with his stupid ass behavior. Now he's been forced to grow up. And it's sad that somebody who's 10 years younger than he is telling him to grow the fuck up, Don. Something what you should be doing, Don. Because that's your boy. I'm doing what you should be doing, Don. Is telling your boy to grow up, and he finally grew. I finally had that 49, 50-year-old Negro to grow up. And he finally grew up and got the point. Now, the second point he needs to do. Now he already admit he's not a historian. He's not an intellectual. Thank God he finally admit that point too, because the things that come out of his mouth, he know nothing about. He don't know nothing about how the migrants came over here. Doesn't understand that there's white people from Scotland, not Scotland, Ireland, and Eastern Europe being part of the gentrification to remove black people out certain black neighborhoods. Just like what AC was trying to tell them the other day. See, you got to have to do real research, Don. That's why I said, where's your white paper? Where's your blue paper? Where is your research? Not everything has to be about the black single mama. The black single mama is the world's problems. Da 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 da. And let me say another damn thing, Don, about your boy, because that's who you keep on defending and caping for. Your boy sit there and said single fathers are capable of raising children by himself than single mothers. That's a lie onto itself. You know why that's a lie? Let me tell you what that's a lie. Money isn't everything. Yes, single fathers do make more money because we live in a patriarchal society. Single mothers make less money than single fathers. But what your boy AJ can't sit there and grasp the conversation, can't grasp the concept that most of these single mamas that he keep on criticizing work 2 jobs. They work not 1, but 2. Do I have to be like Ric Flair? 2 times. Do I have to sound like Ric Flair from WWF? 2 times. Jobs. That's why she's not at home as much as the single father is. That's what AJ don't seem to grasp. And if single father can do the same job as a 2-parent household, how come children are not awarded to not the father as a custodian parent? You know why that doesn't happen? Because men don't fight in child support court. Which means, by the way, I'm gonna do a video on that too, and I'm gonna put all the facts on the table. I'm gonna put this fact, This fact, see, a lot of y'all talking about we the manosphere. We got all these, uh, you know, we like to shame, blame, and explain with these stats. When y'all do this shame, blame, explain with these stats are some outdated 1970s Richard Nixon era stats that came from the Nixon Ford administrations. And y'all try to adapt that to 2020, to the 21st century. That's why I look at you niggas as dumb. You're dumb for using a 1970s argument about the black woman and try to transpose that on people living today. Most of us have not been. Most of us, look, I'm born in the 80s. I don't know shit about about the being born and raised during the time of Watergate. But AJ was around when Watergate happened. I came in around Reagan. I grew up during the Clinton era. So stop trying to use these old, outdated talking points. And guess what AJ always talk about? Talking points, talking points. No, don't do talking points. Do research. Research matters, not talking points. And that's what your boy need to learn, Don, while you try to cape for his ass. But this is not really about AJ, though. This is about you defending and caping for that nigga. This is about you, Don Gordito, caping for Brian Triple X. When Brian Triple, when that black Peter Griffin ass nigga was on here talking about slavery, there was no such thing as slave ships. And me and Wacky World was over here talking to him. You came over here just to sit there and just to sit there. Right, exactly. Exactly. Them old ass stats. Them old ass and I'm gonna say that and they never question where the stats came from. See, let me tell you something. Now I remember when Soul Provider invited Don Gordito on his channel. And Don Gordito said something that was factually was right. Big J did not come from the black manosphere. Big J came from what y'all call the white manosphere. And I'm going to say right now, some of us black people who came from the white manosphere, we look down on y'all. Why do we look down on y'all? Because y'all say stupid ass stats that's outdated. Some of us who came from the other manosphere, we look down on you niggas. Because what y'all say, what y'all do is repeat what somebody else tells y'all. And not sit there and actually identify what's the stats. Because it's not true. Black women are not having abortions like that. Yes, Planned Parenthood, I'm using it as a good example. Yes, though, there are Planned Parenthood centers in minority areas. I can tell you that. But the problem with y'all is y'all think because it's there, women just coming up in there. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I went into a Planned Parenthood center. You know what I got out of there? Since some of y'all claim to be pro-life, uh-oh. Since y'all claim to be pro-life, I got 2 sandwich bags of condoms and spermicide gel. And that was 2000 in 2005. I went there both times and got me some bags of condoms. Didn't ask for it, but I got them. They was giving away for free. While you niggas talking about, well, I don't have to wear a condom, and I don't have to pay child support and condoms. But y'all the same niggas that get online complaining about that goddamn child support. Who's more careful, me or you niggas though? Ain't nobody here saying, Big J, this is your baby. You have yet to see a woman coming over here. Hell, you didn't even see no children in the background. You know why there's no kid in the background? Because I ain't out there trying to make no baby. But y'all niggas fucked around and got fucked up in the game and created some children that y'all don't fucking want. And the thing is, I ain't no horror monger. I ain't no hoe ass nigga. I ain't no hoe. But you niggas are hoes though. Talking about we need financial abortion. Men don't have to pay child support if he doesn't want the kid. And you the same niggas talking about what households these children come from. The same households where daddy abandoned the mama. Where daddy did not accept his responsibility. The fuck what you mean? But y'all love to talk about how much the black woman, the black single mother, is costing you money from your tax dollars and from your child support. But yet y'all won't talk about how much that 150 million dollars, no, $50 billion, $150 billion. I hope I got the number right. I could be wrong about the number because it's not in front of me. You know, I might do a video on this. 150 billion with a B has been cost to the American taxpayer on black men's decisions. Black men going to jail. Black men having being early residents in nursing homes. And yes, I see a whole lot of you niggas up in be 45 years old up in nursing homes. You got no business up in the nursing home. I see y'all up in there using Medicaid, Blue Shields, Blue Cross. But y'all out here talking about the black single mother is a problem. Using some outdated, I'm gonna say this again, Don Gordito, outdated information. Something what Tommy told, was telling people. Y'all, something what Tommy and Sergeant Woody Pete been telling y'all. Outdated information. Some Lee Atwater, Dan Quayle, William Bidditt conversations. Earl Butts. Somebody need, I'm gonna tell you what these Negroes need to do. is look at the names of Earl Butts, Lee Atwater, Patrick Buchanan, Dan Quayle. And there's a fifth name I forgot to. There is a fifth person whose name Patrick Buchanan. That's right, Patrick Buchanan. Look at what all these five men have been saying ever since Nixon came to the White House, and up until Clinton came into between the times of Nixon into Clinton. Look at the time. Look at their rhetoric. They're talking about the black single mother, and you Negroes are repeating their garbage online, and y'all act like we got a voice out there. Well, if you got your voice out there, why are you using talking points from five racist white men? So Don, don't come to me that I'm getting on you trolling, because every time somebody called out your boy out for that bullshit, don't troll to me. Yeah. See, anybody from the Carolinas know who Lee Atwater is. I know. See, Lee Atwater is their daddies. The whole black woman and the single mother argument that came from Lee Atwater. Lee Atwater did this in 1975 because he made a newspaper article talking about the welfare queen. And if you take the newspaper article and look at the black manosphere, you should be like, oh damn. That's why I upgraded my talking points. Yes, anybody can go to my old videos and hear my old videos. Booyah! Booyah! White women receive more government assistance than black women. Do not let nobody fool you on that shit. But you got people like AJ ain't seen red, and them niggas over there keep on talking about, well, black women ain't shit, dot 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 dot, and you got the SYSBM dudes talking about we gonna leave. I'm gonna say something. I date white women, okay? I'm saying right now, I've been with white women, and also I am with a black woman now. I am with a black woman now. But let me help you niggas out, right? Let me help some of you niggas out. You're gonna be surprised of the encounter you're going to get, and I'm especially talking to these SYSBM, these passport bros talking about we're going to other women. You're going to find the same problems. Trust and believe me, you're going to find the same fucking problems. Because the white woman's going to give you the same fucking problems. Becky is going to give you the same problems as Keisha gave you. Okay? And as soon as y'all going to realize that, then the problem is not going to be them. The problem is going to be you. Because sooner or later, you can go from this woman to that woman over here, the woman across the street, the woman from the other community, and all these women are pissed off. Then y'all gonna finally realize, and it is gonna be too late though, by the way, when it's happened to y'all. Sooner or later, y'all gonna finally realize the problem is not each of these women, the problem is you. The problem is you. Me, on the other hand, I know what my problems are. I'm a vengeful person. Oh yes, I know what my flaws are. I'm a very vengeful person. I hold on to shit because I feel the need that people's not facing their punishment fast enough. People know that. That's a character flaw on my part. But here's the thing. I can't admit my character flaw. But AJ seeing red cannot do that for him, can't admit it by himself. BGS can't admit it by himself. Don Gordito, you won't admit about your goddamn self. Red said back guy, we all know he's a fucking scumbag, but he will not admit though what is his demons are. But I can. That separates me from y'all. I can admit my issues and my thirst for vengeance is that. And slowly, I've been trying to stop trying to be so vengeful, but at the same time, there is no justice in the world, and it seems though I'm the only one coming after the manosphere because everybody else quit because y'all said the most dumbest shit in the world, and then y'all talking about y'all want to beat up women up. I'm talking about AJ now. And when somebody try to come at y'all, you got other people come up in there trying to no, fuck that. But you know what? I'm actually happy though right now. I'm actually a happy person right now though. The point is, I'm trying to protect somebody. So I have to wait. I woke her up this morning, and I'm sure she's up here watching me talking right now. And yes, she is another YouTuber. And I don't live that far from her. Oh, I'm very, very, very close to her. See, any other woman would expose you niggas right off from the rip. Oh, these women ain't shit. Some of these women ain't shit. You're right. Some of these women ain't shit. But the ones though they are not, they know y'all are a bunch of scumbags. So y'all can miss me with the whole Big J don't have no woman. It's just that I ain't telling you who she is. But actually, there's only about four or five people on YouTube who knows who she is though. They ain't saying shit either. People haven't quit. Serious, listen, serious. Like, exactly. Yeah, people change strategies, but like I said, serious eyes. It's just that I just need one person. I wish people like GA was still around. I wish GA was still around in his space. You know, if GA was still here, you know, or if BA was here, GA and BA. If GA and BA was here, I think though I would have a better outcome than what's going on. Because GA and I didn't even ask, right? I didn't even ask. But GA came out the woodwork when BGS and Angerman came at me. GA came out the woodwork and put BGS on his ass. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of GA, but he made some good points. Yeah, GA, GA and BA. I wish GA was still here. I wish BA was there. This would be the great opportunity to knock out the other two out. And I'm gonna say shout out to Gino, shout out to Gino Robinson, shout out to Gino Robinson. And I hope Gino Robinson keep on getting in touch with Fred, Ben, and Isaac. I didn't even flag yet, idiot. But you over there mad. I ain't mad. You are though. Shout out to Gino Robinson, because yeah. Fred, Ben, and Isaac. All right, that's all I gotta say on that whole Discord server shit. And I will help Gino. I will help Gino out the best I could. I don't know how much I could help him out, but he asked my support though, because BGS is a bitch ass nigga, and BGS don't know what I know. Yeah, but here's the thing though. You will not display the videos of me, videos of AJ's threats to women. At least most of my threats is to other men. All right. At least my threats is towards or other men trying to defend somebody else. Your boy, on the other hand, Don, he just made threats because he's on that red pill rage. See, that's the difference. You can call me a hypocrite all you want, but that's the difference. Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw it. When was that? 2 weeks ago. I saw it 2 weeks ago. And Don, I'm not that. I ain't that much worried about you. It's kind of like what Penny Proud said, or Miss Elite said. You just looking for attention at this point. Something that shouldn't be giving it to you. And like I said, you're not going to talk about how many times y'all in this space try to do them stats and y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. But you want to worry about my threats, right? The threats that I had made. Yet you won't make a video about how wrong y'all stats are and how y'all refuse to upgrade and update your stats and y'all's data. You won't never you ain't gonna make a video on that one part, Don. I got talking points. I'm so tired of hearing you niggas talking about you got talking points. Do y'all ever look up the term talking point? A talking point, if you look up in a dictionary or you look up a lexicon website, talking point means a predetermined set of ideas, which means y'all have not thought about what you're saying. Those points came from somebody else. It came from your independent research. Y'all just heard some shit from Fox News or some right wing radio, and y'all just regurgitated. So Dom, why won't you make a video on that? Same way like the whole migrant issue. Y'all blaming Eric Adams and no, let me say it right now. I ain't no fan of Eric Adams. I ain't no fan of Brandon Johnson. I ain't no fan of Carolyn Blast. But anybody with a brain cell will look at what's going on. Why all of a sudden the governor of Texas want to send migrants to Chicago, New York, and LA for? Why? Because when when Daley was mayor of Chicago, why wasn't they sending migrants over there then? Diageo, whatever his name, when Bloomberg was mayor of New York, how come they didn't send no migrants up there when Bloomberg was mayor of New York? And New York was a sanctuary city, just as Chicago was a sanctuary city. I don't want to hear it. But soon as all those three cities had black leadership, you Negro, they sent those migrants over there, and you Negroes are trying to go after y'all's own black elected officials because a white man sent some brown faces to those locations. That's why I said though a lot of y'all are dumb. Y'all dumb and slow. Citizen Luke tried to tell you this. Gabe A tried to tell you this. Even MOT tried to tell y'all something. But y'all don't care because it's always the black woman's fault though. It's Keisha's fault for voting quote unquote Democrat when Keisha doesn't vote at all. When Keisha and Tyrone don't vote at all. I don't want to hear it. Good question. Good question. Questions that people don't ask. Why don't they just send them back? They never want to ask the real questions. Because see, a lot of these people online in these so-called podcast community, these podcasts, these masculinity podcasters, They need dumb niggas to talk. They need dumb. They need the most ignorant Negroes online to believe what's going on is happening to. That's where the issue is. And you niggas keep falling for the okie doke. Y'all don't vote anyway. So why does it matter? Y'all don't vote anyway. Just like Citizen Lou said, what the conservatives want, they don't want you to vote GOP. Let them say right now, conservatives, white conservatives, and even black conservatives don't want black people to vote Republican either. They want you to be so frustrated that you don't vote at all. Doesn't take a rocket science. It doesn't take anything rocket science to figure out what the game is. And I'm glad Lou, shout out to Citizen Lou, he sees the same shit I'm seeing. See, the problem is I'm not bashing black women. Y'all spend so much time online. Y'all spend so much time online on Keisha, on the black woman. The black woman won't let me lead. The black woman won't submit, and said all that stupid ass arguments. That you're missing what's the bigger picture. Anybody who live in a border state will tell you who's crossing that border. And you will be surprised at who's crossing that border. Just like AJ said, oh, AJ trying to tell me in AC, and shout out to AC Clark, try to tell me in AC that those migrants are from Latin America. No, they are not. Because I try to tell you, there's white faces over here. And those white faces don't speak a Latin language. They don't speak Portuguese. They don't speak French. They don't speak Spanish. Those people are whose racial identity, or I should say ethnic identity, are usually Serbian. That's who's crossing the border. Somebody from the Caucasus Mountains. This is what AJ don't seem to grasp. This is what Reg, with his Gotsman ass, don't want to grasp. This is what a whole lot of y'all don't seem to grasp. While you're out there blaming Hispanics and shit, who's really crossing the border ain't no Hispanic. Well, I mean, they are Hispanics crossing the border, but they're not Mexicans though. Those now the other people are Venezuelans and Colombians. Yes, they also crossing the border. But you know also who crossed that border? Romanians, Bulgarians, Ukrainians. Those are the ones that crossing the border. Those are the ones that go into those low end areas, like those black areas, and gentrify you niggas out of the east side of Austin. They gentrify you niggas out those black small towns. It ain't just Chicago. AJ ain't seeing red. What about Chicago? Chicago is not the fucking center of the universe. You just watch the news and see a brown face, and you say, "Oh, these are Hispanics." Those are Arabs and Eastern Europeans, and occasionally an Irish family. Just shut the fuck up if you don't know shit. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. And Don, I know that you're listening because you keep on defending the ignorance of your boy AJ ain't seeing red. Because he's out there believing what Pearl's saying shit. Man, I was expecting to go over by about 50 minutes. I was supposed to do this like a 20-minute and go on. But hey, it is. I'm happy. I'm a happy man at this point. But I got to sit here and keep on putting my boot on some of you Negroes' necks. Because some of y'all don't read. Y'all don't do no research. Y'all can't comprehend. And when somebody try to tell y'all something, oh, it's a problem. That's why y'all sucking on y'all nut swinging on BGS. BGS will give y'all half of the information. He ain't give you all of the information. Culture Invasion podcast. Right, right, right. You tried to tell them those people who crossing the border is not those people who crossing the border. It's not what the news is telling you. Some of those migrants are people who got here overstaying their visas. They're the one that gentrification y'all's black communities. Though them are white folks that gentrifying your area, those are not white Americans. Those are Irish. Those are Ukrainians. Those are Russians. Those are Serbians. But you try to tell these buck bow jangling, nut hanging, nut swinging, ass knee Negroes online. Oh, Big J, you sipping for the black woman. One of the dumbest comebacks ever made. Y'all so fucking dumb. Y'all really are. So that's one thing you was right, Don Gordito, when you was referring to Big J never came. Big J came from the other space and came over here. See, the thing was, I thought this space and that other space was similar, right? Because y'all claim to be for men, quote unquote. But the thing is, y'all bunch of sidekick ass niggas. And that's what y'all are. Y'all a bunch of sidekick, comedic relief team. Y'all the Harlem Globetrotters when everybody else is the Chicago Bulls. All right. That's what this space is. That's what the Black Manosphere is. That's what SYSBM community is. Y'all just the Harlem Globetrotters to everybody else's LA Lakers, Chicago Bulls, Chicago Bulls of the 1990s. Y'all are the Indiana Pistons, Detroit Pistons, I should say, of the late 80s. Y'all y'all are the Harlem Globetrotters compared to Larry Bird's Boston Celtics. And that's what you shine bones are. Now, I feel so good right now. I want to go back to bed. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going right on back to bed, close my eyes, and go to sleep. I had a good night last night though. You know, you know, yeah, I had to make some money on the side. Yeah, man. Anyway, let me get off of here, and y'all be easy. I don't want y'all to say if you're gonna say some shit, have some facts ready. Do some research. Show your work in doing research. And I said, do your work in doing research, not going on the street corner, talking to women, twerking on the street. That's not showing one's work. AJ, I'm out.